Get Up, presented by Oral-B iO Electric Toothbrush. Dan Orlovsky has made his way here on a fabulous Friday. The squad, as you see, is in full effect.
Good to be here, PD.
What a game we had last night. Let's go to Houston. We have a problem. Josh Allen of the Bills visiting the Texans in that ferocious defense. We thought, what's Buffalo going to get to do offensively? Early on, Dan, looky.
Here comes Cookie. They didn't give him the ball enough. I actually love this play call. It's something Buffalo's leaned into this year. Counter. It displays James Cook's vision. Great start.
All right, Bills up 6-0 because they missed the extra point. Then this very frightening moment. Down he goes, and Harry, it looked like this was going to be brutal for Buffalo.
Yeah, whenever you see a player down on the ground and his legs are moving like that, you think it's something serious.
Allen would not miss a play, thank goodness. Now he's back, same score. It's Allen, and all night, Dan, Will Anderson bringing the pressure.
Yeah, it's really two things. You're watching the quarterback hold on to the football, and then that pass rush continue to chase Josh Allen. Then you get into the second quarter, you're playing against an offense that's not great. You cannot throw that interception and give the other team points.
Tips and overthrows. Texans get a field goal. They're up 13-9 because the touchdown that you see here is wiped off the board because of this blindside block from Derek Barnett. So 13-9 Houston. Ensuing kickoff. The kickoff is back in pro football. They've done a great job getting it back in the sport, and this is a huge return.
This is the fourth kick return we've seen for a touchdown this season. Ray Davis, the second-year man out of Kentucky, almost saves this game for Buffalo because it was going all Houston.
Looking like Brian Mitchell.
What were you thinking, Harry?
I thought this was the breakthrough that Buffalo needed that was going to allow them to win this football game.
They take
it was not
16-13. That's right, because it was all Houston late in the half, including here. 9 seconds left. Davis Mills, Jaden Higgins, Texans lead it 20-16 at halftime. And then the second half, this Houston defense, Dan, just takes over the game.
Yeah, here's the thing. Number one, don't block Will Anderson one-on-one. And then the thing about Will that makes him so special is he's an outrageously physically talented guy that has a rare, unique motor that we don't see consistently in the NFL. This dude hunts quarterbacks.
Last week, Josh Allen was able to escape that and make plays against Tampa. He couldn't last night.
2.5 sacks for Anderson. Now 4 minutes left. Bills with a third down. Bart, Khalil Shakir, he's got it, and now he doesn't.
He did not have 12 points of pressure, Greeny.
Bills offense just can't get it going anywhere. 12. Still down 20-16. Now it's 23-16 Houston. Fourth quarter, Buffalo going for it on 4th and 1. Earlier they ran that jump play with Josh Allen. Here they give it in the backfield to Cook.
Yeah, Houston had the better call. My call better than your call. We're going to break this down. The corner triggers, the defensive line slants. You could see the frustration. Josh Allen saying, what are we doing? Why isn't the ball in my hands?
Remember that missed extra point looming large now because the Bills are down by 4. This is a 3rd and 20. And what you're about to see is the 8th sack of the night for the Texans defense. Forces a 4th and 27. Here's your ball game, Peter Schrager.
One of my favorite plays you'll see in the NFL season. They call it Boise because it's like the old Jared Zabransky play. A hook and lateral, and Shakir takes it all the way down into the 25-yard line.
Oh, you're thinking now they have to
game
win.
over.
Can't fall for the banana in the tailpipe.
They convert the 4th and 27, but now they have another 4th down. Josh in some trouble here, and Danny throws it off his back foot.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great rush and twist game by the Texans, the great coverage pass off. The reality is this, there's also offensive pass interference that happens, but it's a beautiful job. The secondary was one of the stars last night, outstanding by Houston's defense in totality.
Houston's defense hang it in the Louvre. They dominate Josh Allen and the Bills. Final score, Houston 23-19, leaving Allen asking questions after.
It's not fun. I ran into a couple myself. I got to be better with throwing the ball away and living to see another down and letting us play some situational football and pinning them deep. And too many times I was going backwards, and I got to be better on that.
Coach put up a picture of like some wolves in a buffalo, and like we just had that energy all week long. Like, man, we got to go hunt. Like, it got to be relentless. Like, no matter what you got going on, no matter how you feeling, bro, it's no weak links out there on the field. Like, if you want a piece of the gazelle, you got to go hunt for the gazelle. So, like, it's just funny, man, seeing everybody scrap for the gazelle, man, but it's fun. It was awesome.
Is he good? My goodness, is that Texans defense good? Houston, early in the season, looked buried, and now all of a sudden they look awfully dangerous. Number one takeaway, Harry.
Well, I had flashbacks last night. I started to say to myself, when was the last time I witnessed an ass whooping like that? 8 years old. When I broke the fish tank in our house and my dad got that belt, when he got home, he gave me every bit that he had in him, every bit of energy. That's what I witnessed last night, a complete ass whooping by the Houston Texans.
What was the sound?
Let's not do this. But it was
Lane Kiffin.
It was a dominant performance in every single way on the field, and you thought on the sideline as well.
Oh, I thought Houston ran circles around Buffalo, coaching staff-wise. Let's talk about the Buffalo offense, okay? 9 sacks, 8 sacks, 9 sacks.
8 sacks.
Twice they chipped them. Meaning helped those defensive ends. What are we trying to accomplish there? The best thing you could do as an offense is throw the football away. There should be a consistent chip in helping those tackles on every single play. The problem is you didn't do it enough. The reality is the spin moves. Look at how many people are on the floor, the ground for Buffalo offensive line. This is a good offensive line that just got mauled. Every single time that you were in a cut splitters receiver, they triggered defensively as the corner blitz. You want to go under center play action. Here comes the corner pressure. That linebacker sees the tight end block. Here comes another pressure. Tell me who's open. If you're watching home, anybody open downfield that the quarterback could throw the football to? So you're getting pressured. You're not helping your tackles, and then you're getting covered up. This is a beautiful rush. Bottom of the screen, you're going to get a rush over the top, and what happens is the backside defensive end then spins inside. So they're strategically forcing Josh to climb the pocket, and then that defensive end spins into exactly where they know that quarterback is going to be. Down in the red zone, we got to get points on the board, create one-on-ones, and this left guard is just going to get smoked. I'll ask again, is anybody open down the field? Is there any place for the quarterback to throw the football to? You want to talk about a defense that knew how to rush, who to rush, and then how to cover? It was brilliant. Matt Burke, the defensive coordinator, D'Amico Ryans ran circles around Buffalo.
So what Dio is basically talking about, for Joe Brady as KYP, know your personnel and who you're going against. There should have been a game plan with more bangs and chips. And even with run plays, you come back with a tight end and you slice those defensive ends, so you're giving them things to think about so they're not just teeing off on Josh Allen. But to not have that kind of plan, it's very upsetting to me, knowing who you're going against.
They chipped Will twice in those twice. Every single play. What did I say yesterday? Every play starts with 51. If you don't treat him with a chip every play, he's going to ruin the play. And he did on a consistent basis.
You know, all this conversation about Myles Garrett and about Micah Parsons, Peter, how about Will Anderson?
What's amazing is that you don't see the Houston Texans on primetime. And I think Dominique Foxworth on this show said, hey, why don't we just give Myles Garrett his respect and give him defensive player there, even though his team is bad. Imagine a Myles Garrett for a team that's actually very good and a team that can go someplace. Dan and I did a Monday night game earlier this year against the Seahawks where the Seahawks blew out the Texans. Will Anderson was the best player on the field.
No doubt.
Going into that game, we talked to Will Anderson. He said he spent the entire summer working out with 2 players, Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons, and they worked themselves to exhaustion. Will Anderson is a great player. He's an even better player this year in year 3.
And Bart, you know what great defense looks like. And in the last 5 days, we have seen Patrick Mahomes be shut down by a great defense in Denver. And now last night, Josh Allen, these 2 legendary quarterbacks, really dominated by this Houston defense.
I mean, this Houston defense is outstanding. You talk about the guys on the outside. Let's talk about the activity and athleticism from the guys on the inside. See, when you have a guy like Josh Allen, what you want to do is distort the view, right? Because the same lanes that they use to run through, it's the same ones that they pass through. So you saw a lot of twists and stunts in the middle. That distorts the picture so he can't see lanes, so he stays in the pocket. And then you give the time on the outside. What we really not talking about is just on the outside, we talk about this personnel from the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Who are you going to throw to? When you have guys like, you got Gabe Davis, Joshua Palmer, Kincaid, Coleman, Elijah Moore, McCall Harmon, Curtis Samuels, when you have all those guys, who's the guy?
Yeah, they don't
Who's
have
the guy
one.
that you can count? Exactly. So you got Stingley on the outside, taking away your best target. Who's he going to throw the ball to? So that's why you can. That's how you can get there with 4, because nobody's open. And they did a great job in understanding the formation personnels and what they do out of those personnel groupings.
And Keon Coleman, a healthy scratch for the second time in 5
They
days.
have to have him.
Something wrong is going on.
I'll say something about that. So this is a guy, I've talked to the Bills about this, not a drinker, not a partier. He's a homebody. It's not like he's out partying or anything like that. He was talking to Tracy McGrady pregame on the field. McGrady, a minority owner of the Buffalo Bills, for a good 30 minutes. He's just not there yet, and they need more out of him maturity-wise. But this is not someone who is out all night and is missing games. this is someone that's just an immaturity right now, and they're hoping that he gets on that ball because they need him now.